Game plan against Garrett Cole, you guys got some good swings, made some good contact early. I mean, how do you go into preparing for adjustments and making sure that your guys are ready to kind of have that same success?
Well, I mean, we know he's tough, and if he executes, he makes that even tougher. But we have to be aggressive. He throws a lot of strikes. You just have to be disciplined that you don't expand the zone with him, because that's when he can really get quick outs. But one of our strengths is contact, so hopefully putting solid contact into play and then making him make some adjustments to us.
The walks have stood out against the Yankees lineup. Is that representative of their approach or something you guys are doing that you'd like to see change? How do you kind of assess that?
I think it's a combination. We know, throughout the course of the year, they're very patient. They do take their walks. I think we have also missed locations. We've missed bigger than we normally do. Game 2 is more representative of how we've thrown the ball throughout the course of the year than games 1 and 3. So we need to make that adjustment.
You guys have done a nice job of putting yesterday away, and today is the mantra. How do you practically do that for yourself? What is your way to get that done for you?
Just kind of how I've lived my life. It's not like something I just started to try to do. Putting the emphasis on what's right in front of me, I guess, is what's most important. And you have to understand there's compartmentalizing. There's a lot of things that go on in life that you have to deal with, but whatever's the immediate thing is the one that you give your attention to and try to prioritize, I guess. And I think that's what's important in this game.
Yeah, Matt, Lynch did a real good job for you late in the year. What is the situation that you're looking for to get him in? We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, he did a great job for us. It's not that we have not thought about putting him in or don't trust that he could get the job done. A lot of these situations in these first 3 games have unfolded very similarly, and with the off days, we've gone with basically the same guys. Now, with back-to-back games today, it could be different. We feel good about him against righties and lefties, so there's certain spots in the order where we would feel really good about that.
When it comes to just, obviously, it's win or go home now, is there any kind of motivation or anything that you try to give these players? Do you just try to handle it like it's any other game?
Yeah, they're aware of that. There's no message that has to be sent. They understand where we are. And as soon as we got in the clubhouse last night, I heard Salvi say something to the guys, not in a meeting or anything like that, but just a message. His billowing voice can be heard, to the guys. But to me, the most important thing is when I came in today, it felt the same as it did at any other point. The music was on, the guys were working out, they're doing their normal routine, and they shouldn't try to play any differently. They understand the urgency of the game, but there's nothing, this isn't a game where just trying harder necessarily means you're going to get better results.
What did Sally say?
Just, we'll get him tomorrow. Something simple like that. I don't know exactly what he said. I was in my office, but you can hear his voice throughout the clubhouse, and it wasn't long. It was just something like, hey, keep your heads up, or something simple like that.
It's maybe kind of odd, but I'm just wondering, as you go through this month, and especially during games, are you as calm on the inside as you appear to be?
I would say most of the time. There's certainly some times where, certain scenarios, when we were in Baltimore and it was bases loaded and 1 out, and whether it was a tie game or a 1-run game at that point, I certainly was feeling it a little bit. But I do the best I can to, just what I was just saying about the players, keep the routines the same, the conversations between the staff the same, so that our decision making is the same process as it is throughout the course of the year. So try not to get too involved in the crowd or the game situations, and just try to stay focused on what I normally focus on.
Is that a skill you can get better at or refine?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm this is my first time doing it in this atmosphere, and I hope that as the years go on, you learn to manage things better and understand things better. Now, I will say that a lot of the people that I've been around that have done this for a long time, you still get caught up in those situations. You still have decisions to make or things to think through, and it doesn't necessarily get easier. You just have more reps at doing it.
With this being an elimination game, do you see it adding any wrinkles to managerial decisions or anything that might come on during the game tonight?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, you know, all hands are on deck. You can't let things play out too far. Try to force some things, you know, offensively if we have the opportunities. But you know, the game's going to be the game. It's got to unfold. You can't make something happen until, you know, the players have that in their hands. So that's kind of the beauty of this as well, is there's a lot of things in this game that you have to just let go of, and you don't have control over a lot of it. But the things that you do, you try to put yourself and your players in the best position to succeed.
Q, you've known Michael Walker for a good bit. Just knowing his temperament and being able to be in this moment, are there things that you kind of look for, maybe non-verbally, that know that he's locked in and will elevate his game?
Well, I feel really good about the fact that he's taken the ball. I mean, he's been through this before numerous times. He's got, you know, 10, 11 plus years in the big leagues. The moment's not going to be too big for him. He trusts his stuff. We trust him. You know, I really feel good about it. So we'll look for all the normal things we do, you know, whether they're high stress innings or whether he's battling himself, those kinds of things. We'll have our eyes on it for sure.
You said it's all hands on deck. Is that everybody available to go in the bullpen tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
And how will look in this session out there?
Good. Yeah, I mean, I only saw Stratton and him, but they both were throwing the ball free and easy.
Cruz and Hernandez both.
And Marsh. Yep. All right, thank you.